Welcome back, Let's Players. It's time for another installment of Let's Play Fire Emblem. As any of you may have noticed, I didn't really upload anything yesterday, and that's just because I ran out of time, and I had other things to do, but also there's a little problem. I started to record the video. It was a pretty long one, about 25 minutes, and it turns out I didn't have the speaker audio being recorded. I had the microphone audio being recorded, so you couldn't hear anything at all. It kind of sucked, but I got the video and the recording done all today, so... But anyways, the other problem, well, not really a problem, but the other news flash, I guess, is I'm only uploading them every other day now, because I'm just going to run out of time with school starting and stuff, so I thought I'd get into the habit of getting the video recording done one day, and the audio recording done another day. So, as you may have noticed, I said this was about a 20-minute video, but hey, there's only 11 minutes on. Once again, I'm cutting it into 2 parts, which makes it a lot easier and a lot quicker for me than editing out all, everything. Anyway, in this map, you get a character who falls under an archetype, which is like I guess a character base that they use for a lot of people in this. You get him, I forget what the name of the archetype is, if the guy's name is Wallace, but the way it works is that it's basically a character you get near the end of the storyline. He's extremely powerful, and he's only there to make sure that if, say, a character of yours died, or you just didn't train them really well, you're not gonna lose. Because Wallace can kill everybody on his own, pretty much. He's really good. Also, though, I decided to take Matthew because, for starters, he isn't trained at all. But there's Wallace. He's kind of bald and old, but he's a really good fighter. Early on, at least. Anyways, where was I? Yeah, taking Matthew. I need to train him a little bit. I don't think I've used him once, except to open stuff, which, is what he's used for. But also, there's a nasty thing called fog in this map. Fog reduces your vision to about 4 squares away from the character, which is kind of crappy because the enemy, they don't really act differently at all in fog, so they can plan a bunch of sneak attacks even with the most basic units because you can't see that far. But a thief can see 8 squares away. And I'm not sure, but I'm thinking assassin can see 8 squares away too, so if the same also goes for darkness. So if you do end up having to do like a charge, oh wait, yeah, here I kind of had to go, so it stays like that for a little while, but once again I was too lazy to cut stuff out. Anyway, so if you're going in darkness or fog, there's not very many levels of it, but the levels are kind of difficult when you get to them because you can't see what's coming. It's always worth it to take at least one thief and put him behind the main line with the archers, so that you can see 8 squares away and plan your attack accordingly. Okay, so here, this is kind of, it's showing you how to upgrade, but order me to use the Knight Crest. Is he too incompetent to use it on his own without me telling him to? That's the one problem with this game. Everyone's too stupid to do stuff on their own. Anyway, so this is also to show you promotion. His skills increase dramatically when he promotes. And he has to promote on normal mode because the tutorial makes you. But if you're on hard mode, and by some miracle Kent or Sane are level 10, instead of getting him to use the Knight Crest, you can give it to either of them and make them really powerful too for when they come in, in Elrond and Hector's story. Because you won't necessarily get Wallace, but you will always get Kent or Sane. Or Kent and Sane, but... Anyway, so in this map, the boss is a particularly strong, but not too strong, I guess, compared to, say, Wallace. He's a paladin, General Eagler. He has a hand axe and a javelin, so it's not worth it to use Wrath to fight him, because he's not going to deal that much damage, and he's always going to get counterattacked because he has 2 weapons that do that. Even though it might seem a little difficult, Saiyan actually, for me, deals a lot of damage. He deals about 7 to Eagler, so... Okay, here I'm getting torches. A torch is something that's really good to use in Fog and Darkness. It increases your vision to 8 squares, and then it decreases about 1 every turn. I don't really use them because I always come well stocked with thieves and assassins, but they're always handy to have in case you're defending an area while your thief is out with the attacking force or something. Also though, the nice thing is the fog doesn't come in for a couple turns. So, if you want, you can see the route you have to take. I mean the route's restricted by fog, but you can take a glance at Eagler, and you can see where enemy units will come from. A good indicator of where an enemy unit will come from is a fortress. So what you should always do is block a fortress with somebody. It doesn't matter who, but if you put them on a fortress, nobody can spawn from it. Okay, I'm just gonna move my guys out. I have the Armor Slayer. I give it to Kent because Lynn doesn't really need the Armor Slayer. She has the Lance Weaver and Mani-Caddy combination. So it's just sort of a waste of a good weapon to give to her. Last short bow's almost breaking, but he's got a spare bow. And I'm putting Matthew next to the mountain, not because I'm stupid, not because he's suicidal. He might be suicidal actually, but anyways, I'm putting him there for an actual reason. It's because he needs to train, and since he's a level 2 thief, he gets about 50 experience for 1 kill. That, and axes have an impossible time hitting him. They have maybe like a 30% chance when he's on the plane, and he has about a 68% chance to hit them when they're on a peak, which gives an evade of 40 about and defensive 2, so... Okay, it's always good to put Dorcas near the top, because a lot of soldiers come out there. Soldiers are, you know, the crappiest guys you can possibly fight in the game, so they're good for training weak units on. But the bandits are coming from the south, so I normally defend there with Urk, because he's a mage, and bandits are really bad against mages. The north, you defend with Dorcas and maybe Will, if you want Will to train, because he can normally kill them in 1 round. The center fortress. I normally block it off with Florina, but in retrospect it's a dumb idea to put her in range of the big bandit who can beat the crap out of her. So, I guess I'm gonna have to save her ass. Yeah, it would be bad for her to die, though not as bad as her dying in Elwood's mode. In fact, if she dies, I think she might miss 1 level up, but hey, 1 level up can make a difference. No, not really. It actually doesn't matter. If you fight the boss at like level 9 or 10, it's probably not going to make too much of a difference, maybe 1 hit point. At least Kent can kill him in 1 turn. This is the point where sort of Kent beats Sane, because he has enough strength to 1 round most opponents. When Sane might have more strength than him, but he has less speed, so Kent can still 1 round the faster opponents, when Sane has to, you know, take 2 rounds to kill them and get more damage potentially. Wallace is pretty damn slow too, but he's even stronger than Sane and doesn't receive damage from pretty much anyone in the entire, you know, tutorial. He has a defense of about 17, which isn't particularly great, but, well, I mean, for a general, normally, Oswin or Hector, I can get them to maybe 24 defense, which is insanely high, but, I mean, these guys deal 9 damage, and people are defensive 3, so it's not like I'm in any big problem. So yeah, Florina's just nice and cozy in the fortress. She'll heal and stop bandits from killing, so there's a double benefit. A nice soldier to kill for Will. He's always a good one to train. He makes a really effective sniper later on. And if you combine that with his support with Rebecca, I hope I'm not spoiling it. I don't really care much if I'm spoiling stuff for you, but if you combine him with a good Rebecca, then he has a really good critical and a really good chance to hit. Combined with his naturally, higher than strength, he's gonna be a really good archer. Rebecca, however, his support buddy, she normally focuses on speed and skill rather than strength and defense. So she can kill a lot of enemies, but you have to watch out that she doesn't get hit too, or else she might die. So training the thief is always, a little difficult, but 99% of the time, the only people that get by are like bandits who climb the mountain. So that makes him actually really good at a rear guard for your archers, and also a cleric protector, which is what I always use him for. I make him protect Sarah, mainly because they have pretty funny support, Matthew just kind of complaining because Sarah never shuts up, and yeah. Okay, there are plenty of soldiers to kill. Dorcas gets a nice level up, but unfortunately he gets hit. Level up! Okay, if you're wondering why I'm being so quiet in this one, my sister is sleeping in the room behind me. I just pointed, but I hope you can't see that, or else I'd be really scared, but anyways, my sister's in the room behind me, so I can't be too loud. So sorry if this one's a little too quiet. Part 2 will be louder, I hope.